Oh, that's pop talking.
You're goddamn right, that's pop talk.
Oh, that's pop talking.
You're goddamn right, that's pop talk.
Anti-Afro Svengalis. I had to play that clip. For those of you who don't know, that is from one of my all-time favorite movies. And a lot of people share the same opinion. The Godfather. That's pop talking. That is exactly what I stated, felt, stated, knew when I read Terrence Bailey's post. Now I'm going to put that up in isolation so you can read it. I wasn't even aware that Jamal Johnson, Umar Johnson's dad, had made any videos. I can make a video if he wants to. It's his business, okay? But when I read the Facebook post, I knew right then and there what had happened. Now, let me tell you something. I've heard from other people, of course I won't give you the names, that Jamal Johnson has gone around on the internet peppering people with trying to chastise them as if they're supposed to be listening to what he has to say. It's your choice about how you decide you're going to react. But I'm going to tell you one damn thing that I find absolutely appalling, that Jamal Johnson doesn't even have control over his uncouth firstborn child, who respects absolutely no one, including him and his own family, entire family. How the hell is Jamal Johnson going to come on here trying to give people orders and acting like, you should hear? I went over to one of the videos after I saw this Facebook post, right? I couldn't even get to the first 15 seconds. Literally in the first, right away, he is oh my God, this is so vile and reprehensible. What the hell business does Jamal Johnson have getting on the internet or anywhere trying to order people around when he don't even have control over his own damn kids? Not just Umar, but based on his own words, his own kids were cursing him out and calling him out of his name. And if that's not the worst of it, if you're not aware, if you're just tuning in, he even have a son here that's trying to get people to take him out. Now he's up here trying to correct people, guilt black folks. Why isn't he calling the police? Why don't you call the cops on your own damn son? And I'm saying that because people on Twitter saying, oh, don't do this to him. Don't do what? Nobody is stating that I'm associated with. Somebody should do something. I don't agree with that kind of approach. I use the law, but I will be damned if Jamal Johnson is going to come on the internet unchallenged trying to tell black people how they're going to talk to him. Now let's talk about this. How many times has Jamal Johnson called out Umar Johnson for calling black women hood rats, hot asses, and whores? You need to go sit your behind down and stay down until Jamal Johnson, until you figure out how to control your own damn family. You're not a male in my family. You're not going to tell me what to do. Respecting elders has limits, and I'm telling you, this is one of them. Okay? You don't just automatically get respect from somebody, and you definitely aren't going to get respect if you come on here trying to tell strangers who have been abused and threatened by your son to back off you after you've been cold busted in a freaking lie. You better take this crap somewhere else, buddy. Now, I guess good luck to you if you're able to succeed in getting somebody to fold on your bull crap. I'm not folding on your bull crap. And let me tell you something. If Terrence Bailey decides he wants to back off, that's Terrence Bailey's business. Terrence Bailey doesn't control what I do either. Everybody that's decent is appalled about what has happened to Frederick Douglass's family, but we have to keep this in mind. That's not the only variable to it. Yes, he perped off of Frederick Douglass's name with Frederick Douglass's name, but he ripped off a whole bunch of people. So those people have a right to get on here and say what they want to say. And let me remind you, while I am here, he's wreaking havoc in my profession, and even him convincing one black person not to go to a professional who's qualified offends me, and it's dangerous and it's deadly and it's deceptive and it needs to be stopped, not to mention that it's criminal behavior. And I go back again to this madness and disease in our community, not calling people out. Jamal Johnson, instead of trying to get his own family straight, focusing on the issues, is too busy trying to redeem himself because Umar Johnson is a grand embarrassment. That is not our problem. You are not going to come on here and control social media because you can't handle your own damn family. You better step on with that mess, buddy. And call the cops if you think people are doing something to you. I have been consistent with that. You can call it whatever you want, anybody out there. Call the police, call the FBI, call the Justice Department. If you think that people are bothering you, but you are not going to get on here and try to tell people that better respect you. You don't respect Black women. You haven't reined your son in. The way he's talking about Black, not just Black women, Black female minors, about getting their cookies popped for sexual language. Where is your outrage with that? All Jamal Johnson is trying to do is trying to salvage himself. It is pretty damn embarrassing, people. You think of all the people on social in this realm posting messages. You mean to tell me that every single person posting messages or commenting on YouTube, I'll stick with this issue. Or I'll stick with saying stuff about Umar Johnson and Jamal Johnson, that their families are perfect, intact, that there's no problems, there's no issues, there's no conflicts. That is ridiculous. But how many of those people are getting on the internet trying to control you when we know their families are in turmoil, or trying to control you, period? They may have an opinion about something. They may feel forceful and determined to get a point across. But how many of these people are trying to literally control Black people after their son has ripped off $1 million from the Black community, has been involved with strippers, is now targeting minor females, has sent pure strangers after his own dad to take him out, and then he's got the nerve to come on here to try to lasso other Black people in? People can say what the hell they want to say. And if people cross the line by threatening Jamal Johnson, just like I told Jamal Johnson, I put it out in a video, when Umar Johnson sent these people he doesn't even know, surely trying to find the most unstable person in the bunch to do something to his dad, I put it out there, he should have called the cops on him. If he doesn't want to do that, he doesn't want to do that. But you're not going to come on the youth. I sure as hell ain't going to fold to what Jamal Johnson is saying. And since I put out the video the last time, I'll try to find the video that I recorded telling him, stay off my channel, quit leaving me messages trying to lecture me about what to say and what not to say, trying to use your age on me. That is not working. Jamal Johnson, you are not a male member of my family. You don't have my respect because you don't even know how to control your own damn son or anybody in your family according to what you're saying. So step off with that garbage. Knock it off. People, I encourage you not to fold to what Jamal Johnson is doing, because what people are doing, they're simply giving an opinion. They're not doing what I'm doing right now. I'm letting loose. No, letting loose. That's not even my letting loose. What am I lying for? Okay. No, you haven't seen me let loose. Okay. I've been cussing his behind up one side, down the other. If I really was letting loose, I'm taking a stand that there is no way in hell he has a right to come on he doesn't even have a moral right to do that. If your crap isn't right, you can't go on and try to lecture everybody else in the same area. Well, as the old saying goes, it's not a sin to be a leper, but you can't try to heal leprosy if you have it. That doesn't make any sense. That's an old biblical term. Okay? That's crazy, people. Jamal Johnson got cold busted lying. That is the bottom line. And Umar Johnson has been cold busted lying, and they have the same reaction. They try to get control of people, of total strangers, and they expect these strangers to listen to them. Now, if he guilted Terrence Bailey into doing whatever, fine. He guilted Terrence Beth. I'm not Terrence Bailey. I'm not going to shut my mouth because this is not just about Frederick Douglass. Now, I will point out this. If you see this post, yes, Terrence Bailey can say what he wants to say, and I can say what I want to say, and I'm going to say it. I think it's pretty outrageous that Brother Bailey put on here, I don't know what he means by lawsuits. Lawsuits on who? Okay, if you don't want to sue Umar Johnson and his family, don't sue them. And Jamal Johnson, don't sue them, but sue people on what grounds? Other people outside of Umar Johnson and Jamal, what grounds are you suing people on? Because they're giving their opinion about these fraudulent, decrepit, morally vacant family? Good luck with that, people. My stance will remain the same. Turn this over to the law. If you have been ripped off, file a police report. Try to get victim witness compensation. Our community is going to go absolutely nowhere but remain in the toilet as a collective, letting things like this just go by and nobody does anything. Go to the law because Umar Johnson doesn't respect you. Jamal Johnson doesn't respect you. None of them respect. I don't know about the other people, but they sure as hell aren't coming out saying anything. The other siblings, the mom, I don't know anything about them. They're as quiet as church mice. And oh boy, this is so just galling and offensive. How dare he? You can record. Jamal Johnson can record any damn message he wants, and you damn well better believe I can get on here and record any message I want, which is what I'm going to do. I am not shutting up. Make it very clear. I am going to get to each and every agency under the sun that has even a potential jurisdiction to address and handle this garbage. And the investigation, let it lead where it leads. Come what may. I will not allow Umar Johnson or Jamal Johnson to sit up here and try to silence black folks because he can't control his unindicted criminal son. That's not my problem. That is Jamal Johnson's problem. You people can do what you want to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep on, through whatever means possible, alerting people to what is going on. The DNA test is just, how many people really believed it anyway? It's not going to make any difference one way or the other in terms of the other agencies that are doing something to Umar Johnson. This is all out in the open. They can simply just listen to what's happening with Umar Johnson and his dad and see what's happening and how far this has gone. It goes beyond the Dudley and Bailey family. If they don't want to do anything, they don't want to do anything about it in terms of legally. But it's not going to stop me, and it shouldn't stop you from coming out and giving your opinion, for God's sake. Are you serious? Again, letting the frauds proliferate, letting the abusers proliferate, letting them guilt and shame and intimidate black people into doing anything other than telling the truth, pulling this elder card. Oh my goodness. Oh, Umar Johnson has a lot of respect for elders. Talk to Umar Johnson and the way he handles his own elders and his family, including his mother and his supposed grandmothers he respects, but he goes around calling black women all kinds of vile and disgusting names. Go somewhere and sit your behind down and get some crazy glue while you're at it and put it in the chair before you sit down. Stay sat down, because until Umar Johnson gets held accountable for what he's done, Jamal Johnson should keep his mouth shut about telling people what to say and do about this situation. This is just disgusting. This is the most graphic form of hypocrisy I have ever seen in my life. No one's going to tell me who I'm going to respect after Jamal Johnson's son tried to send people after me and I had to call the cops. And I will do that again. I will continue. And don't you think just because they haven't been outwardly vocal about what's been going on, I haven't hired a lawyer yet. And there's a very specific reason for that. I have not hired, I'll tell you why I haven't hired an attorney yet, because I want these agencies to be able to do their investigations, and that will be public disclosure without effort. Effortless public disclosure. And this has nothing to do with the Bailey family. The fact that Umar Johnson stole $1 million doesn't really matter how he stole it. The fact is that he stole it. Doesn't matter if he used the Bailey's name or anything. The fact is that the money was stolen. The DNA test isn't going to matter one way or the other because the money's already stolen. Umar Johnson has already perped as a psychologist. Umar Johnson continues to perp as a psychologist. Umar Johnson continues to lie that he's a therapist. That has got nothing to do with the Bailey family. There's nothing to do with it. So whatever they decide to do, they decide to do. Again, I'm reiterating, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep reporting the facts. I'm going to keep giving my opinion. You think I'm going to defer to Jamal Johnson? Oh, please. You better go find, oh my God. And I don't give a damn if he follows me on Twitter. Somebody had asked me for his Twitter handle. I didn't realize, I knew before and I completely forgot about it. I will send you that information. I don't know. Find what you want to do with it. Do what you want with it. Okay? I'll send it to you. But I don't care if he follows me. He's not going to run me. I've spoken to many women who are Muslim, who are not from the United States, and I asked them the same question. They made it very clear. It's any old man can't come and run them. Somebody in their family has push and sway with them. Males in the family. You don't let anybody just come off the street and tell you what to do. What kind of craziness is that? You better go somewhere with that, Jamal Johnson. Don't you ever leave any more messages on my, I'm not even going to block you. Don't you dare leave any damn messages on my channel. I'll light your behind up. I have no respect for you whatsoever. I don't care how old you are. You are beyond reprehensible. You are just like Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is the way he is because of you. I'll state that. You're acting the exact same way. Just because you try to be a little bit more smooth about it, it's the same result. It's violent. It's disgusting. Oh my God, this is just too much for me to even, this is way too much. I just can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe what I am hearing, that he actually expects people to listen. And it's really sad that Terrence Bailey folded to him. Terrence Bailey's video made it very clear that the family didn't want him folding to Jamal Johnson. Jamal Johnson accomplished that. But Terrence Bailey, you can't come on here and try to tell us to follow suit. You can, but don't expect people to listen. I'm not going to listen. I respect you in lots of ways, but I don't respect the fact that you're folding to Jamal Johnson. He's using these manipulative tactics. Sorry, I got a little more. I've been around the block a few times. Maybe not in the way that you have, but I've been around the block. And there's different ways of going around the block. And I'm surely not going to cave into a shyster. He raised a shyster. He raised a thief. And I'm standing, and you don't believe me, Jamal Johnson? Sue me. I'll see your ass in court. I'm going to end this video. I'm so sick of these people. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to derail me. You're not going to silence me. And you sure as hell aren't going to control me. Get a hold of your own damn family and then come back to me and we'll talk business. In the meantime, to everyone else, buyer beware.